I was on my way up here and some guy at the bar said to me, "You must have some set of balls to get up there and do this." I said, "Yes, I do. But now I'm not sure which bathroom I need to use." Well, I'm back. I was here 2 years ago. I graduated comedy college and I decided to come back for my master's. And my husband, he thought I originally got started in comedy because I was tired of being a trophy wife. So silly. I'm not tired of it. But I used to play hard to get. Now I play hard to want. Because I just turned 51.
What? You don't look 51.
Thank you. I used to go to bed in these adorable little nightgowns. Now I go to bed dressed like a Navy SEAL. I remember the day vividly. We used to have that spontaneous, all over the house sex. And some time went by and all of a sudden it becomes scheduled and only in the bedroom. Well, now we're only having hallway sex. Pass each other in the hall. Screw you. I'm starting to catch on that Tony's not too excited about my new form of birth control either. Nudity. You know, sex after 50, it's complicated. You have to be alone, awake, medicated, lubricated, and in the mood. That's a 5-minute window. I have bras older than you. It's young. Anyway, so when my husband starts to get that look in his eye now, my vajayjay says, "Tell him I'm not old." You guys can all see me, but I can't see anybody but the front row. So I don't know who out there is just starting out. You're engaged, you're about to be married. I'm just gonna give you a little advice. Your relationship is gonna be like a deck of cards. In the beginning, you just need 2 hearts and the diamond. Spend some time married. Gonna be reaching for a club and a spade. You don't think you might fall out of love, but if you do, just remember, that whole till death do us part may take a long time. The 10 Commandments is not a checklist. Okay, so years ago, when my kids were smaller, my daughter caught my son making out with a girl in his room. She couldn't wait to rat him out. So later that night, I got him alone. I put my arm around his shoulder. I said, "Okay, it's time for the talk." He rolled his eyes so far back in his head, he saw his brain. So I said, "Listen, making out is fine. But if I catch you doing more than that, I'm gonna make you watch me and your father go at it." And that is gonna be the scariest 47 seconds of your life. My kids were here at the last show last week and they heard all that, and I heard them heaving into a bucket. So I said, "Listen, take it easy. It's just new material for your therapist." So now I'm in menopause. Menopause is when we no longer get our period. He is adorable, by the way. Menopause that I've affectionately nicknamed Puberty Part 2. because menopause makes me feel old. And weight gain is a part of menopause. I have been trying to lose 10 pounds forever. I only have 20 to go. A lot of people like to say, oh, cut carbs. I don't see how slicing my own bread's gonna help me. I haven't had a single carb since Saturday and I'm still not skinny. It's bullshit. I have a friend that every once in a while she likes to tell me, well, it's hard for me to gain weight. I have a cute little chuckle over it. Then I punch her in the face. It's my problem though because I have a sweet tooth. I admit it. I should not be shoving ring dings in my mouth like communion wafers. And what I thought I was taking Weight Watcher pills turned out to be M&Ms. I was just reading the bag upside down. So I went to the doctor and I said, listen, I'm in menopause now. Am I retaining water? Could that be it? No, you're retaining food. So he said, you need to exercise. He's adorable. Well, I'm in the fitness protection program. So I'm exempt from this exercise thing. But I did try something at home called the shake weight. You've heard of it? I have a really big hunch it was invented by a guy. I didn't like it. So I gave it to my husband. I said, here, you do it for 15 minutes. Let me know if you need lotion. I explained to my doctor, I hate exercise so much I wouldn't run from a rapist. So he said to me, well, if you keep gaining weight and you get murdered, your chalk line's about to become a circle. So I've been trying to avoid things that make me look fatter, like pictures, mirrors, wearing white pants on a stage. And my summer clothes, I took them out, they just pointed and laughed. So I had to go shopping. So I go to the mall, but my first stop was the security office. And I said, listen, when you start to hear the screaming and the crying, that's just me trying shit on. I didn't find anything I liked. So the sales girl, almost like she was trained to tell me, said, why don't you just find bigger people to sit next to? It's what the world's coming to. So whenever I'm feeling bad about myself, I like to go to Walmart and judge people. And my Walmart has a McDonald's in it. So you know what that means. Dinner and a show. What am I going to do tomorrow when no one's clapping for me when I talk? Anyway, dinner and a show. So I like to play this little game to entertain myself, and I look at what people are wearing. And I like to play a little game called, what outfit lost to that? Laughter by Roseanne. What did you try on that you said, this isn't it, and slipped into that? Truth be told, that can be me some days now. I used to get dressed up when I ran my errands, but I never ran into anybody I knew. Turns out when you leave the house in your yoga pants, within 5 minutes you're a guest at your own reunion. My husband used to like to come with me, but now all of a sudden he hates to shop. So whatever, last month I said, all right, you want a list of exactly what I want for Mother's Day? You know what he says? Why? You're not my mother. I said, okay, that's cool. I'll remember that when I hear, who's your daddy? I love my husband. He's a wonderful man. He comes from a wonderful family, but the man can't give a compliment to save his life. He saw me getting ready for tonight. He saw me looking in the mirror, and he heard me say, I look old, I look fat, I look wrinkled. I'm waiting. So in full-on Long Island wife voice, I go, would it kill you to give me a compliment? Know what he said? You have 20/20 vision. Now, I'm one of those people, I don't like to feel alone, so I'm going to ask you guys if you're married to anybody like this. My husband can come home to an immaculate house, a beautiful meal, the laundry's all done, put away, everything's in order, I look adorable. Says nothing. However, he mows the lawn, and he runs inside. Did the dog get hit by a car? What? Come inside, I want to show you something. What am I looking at? I cut the grass. I'm sorry. Was I supposed to start a parade? The same husband will come in from work and see that you've had a rough day and say, I'll help you cook. That involves the grill. They take it outside, they put the meat on the grill. Within 3 minutes. Can I get a plate? Can you give me a knife? I'm all thirsty. I need something to put this on. Why is the dog peeing on the grass I just seeded? Then he comes in and puts all the filthy barbecue tools in the sink, takes a look at the look on my face and goes, see, this is why I don't help you. You're mad. He was bragging to our kids about how many sports he played in high school. Let's see, high school was basketball and football. And then after that, he played tennis and baseball. As far as I know, I've only seen him play golf. So is it me? Or as the older he gets, the smaller his balls are getting? So now I take care of my almost 90-year-old, hard of hearing, blind as a bat dad. Love my dad. And I get to take him on all his appointments. So this week, we're sitting in the office and I'm filling out all this paperwork. Taps me on the shoulder. And he says,
don't forget to tell them I only have one testicle.
This on the heels of finding out the week before he wasn't circumcised. So I turned to him and I said, I'm sure that's very useful information, but we're at the dentist. So the young kids won't understand this right now, but now I feel like I'm qualified for a diaper commercial. Because I was born and I wore diapers. Then I grew up and I gave birth and I diapered children. And then they grew up and now I diaper my dad. And it turns out in menopause, I'm either wetting my pants or making somebody else wet their pants. So we're at the regular doctor's office and the doctor says to me, does your dad need any help going to the bathroom? Not from me. So that man goes like clockwork, 8 a.m. every day. He doesn't wake up until 9. But here's, Tony had advice for you. I have advice for you. If you're lucky enough to approach the age of 90, every single one of your farts is a 50-50. That's my time. Thank you.